Good afternoons, Lions. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Rose.
And this is the Lions Roar.
What's up, Chesties, and welcome back to another episode of the Lions Roar. And there's less than a month of school left.
That's right, we're in the home stretch.
Anyway, while we're still here, let's get started with safety at LHS.
Here's Taryn with the segment.
This past year, safety has been a frequent concern at LHS. We polled students about whether or not they felt safe, and responses showed they didn't. We talked to students, teachers, and security guards around the school on what they can do better.
I've seen teachers breaking up fights. I've seen videos of specifically on top of a student breaking them apart, or again, Miss Phalen and Mr. Salt having to push two students apart because they're fighting in the hallways. And beyond just that, I think there's a lot of teachers at the school who I see as a person I can talk to, or someone that makes me feel safe and comfortable.
When polling students about if teachers make them feel safer, for the most part, answers were yes. One student said that teachers that make an effort to understand their students' struggles make them feel safe, something that teachers do what they can with what they have, which is not an easy task.
I've seen fights that happen in the hallway, and I've had to break them up, which is really not fun. When that happens, it's really disturbing because not only is my well-being put into risk, but other students. It's hard to monitor every single student at LHS. We have a really great security staff. They do a great job of monitoring the hallways, but the truth is we don't have enough security staff for every single corridor in the schools.
We talk to them. We patrol the school, we walk around, we talk to kids and build relationships with kids and kind of have an understanding what's going on inside of school, outside of school. There's always room for improvement in everything. Every position, every role in the building could probably be done better. That's just something that we'll have to talk about in the summer and before school and see what we come up with.
Students think it's incredibly important for administrators to make an effort with the consistent issue of students not feeling safe at school.
So it's really on students to make sure that if they see something, they let security know or they let a teacher know.
Please report it ASAP, report it to an adult.
When you see something going on in the hallway that's affecting your safety, find a teacher or security guard and report it. This has been Taryn Wells and Nora Lynch reporting for the Lions Roar.
Thanks for the segment, Taryn and Nora. It's good to have a safe environment.
Yeah, it's comfortable communities that allow us to really focus on what we're passionate about.
One student in particular has even made, or should I say baked, her passion into a business.
Here's Elise with more.
One student that stands out at LHS is Anna Gordon-Ross, who runs a bakery out of her own home.
My role models are probably my sister and my grandma. When I was little, I would always bake with my grandma whenever she would come over to our house. And then my sister has her own pie business, and so just watching her has really motivated me. So I was baking a lot because my sister did baking, and then I just really like baking, and I would bake a lot in middle school, and I would just give them out, and people would tell me to start a business. I just like baking in general. It's just very calming for me, and it gives me a reason to procrastinate my work at school. I have a website, and I have an Instagram and a Facebook page for them oldies out there. You can order from the website. I just don't make pies because my sister does pies, so I don't touch them. This is my plan to continue this and go to school for baking and pastry and get a business degree. My plan for the future is to hopefully expand it and then end up having my own bakery. I think my favorite thing to bake is probably cookies because they're the easiest, but I like baking cupcakes because you can always have them turn out really pretty. I think just start it. If you want to start your own business, don't be scared to do it, because once you get it out there, it's out there and you're able to spread it to a bunch of people.
She's always positive about pretty much everything and just always expresses who she is, and I think that's really neat about her. And she isn't afraid to be herself. I know her dad has been friends with my mom for a while, and I've seen her a lot of volleyball camps and stuff, and so I just know her through that for a while. I like a lot of her stuff that has lemon in it are my favorites, and her scones. Her scones are really good too.
Be sure to check out Anna's website so you can find out all the details on how to order the sweetest treats.
Thanks, Elise. You guys were really cooking.
True. Lions, as the school year comes to a close, we'll be saying goodbye to several of our beloved teachers who won't be joining us in the fall.
Here's Morgan, Logan, and Danny with the story.
As this year's seniors prepare to say goodbye to LHS, some favorite teachers are getting ready to say goodbye with them. We sat down with 3 of these teachers and learned their stories.
I really was impressed with my teachers when I was in first grade, second grade, and so I thought this would be a really good profession. And when I ended up, my senior year, ended up in high school being the after-school tutor. I think that's probably where I learned the most of how to teach, was just going around from table to table helping students after school.
I first wanted to be a teacher because I had a really great high school English teacher my junior year, and I remember sitting in his class, just 16 years old, thinking, I think this is what I want to do.
I really liked math a lot, just growing up through high school. On top of that, I knew forever, that I was really into football and something I really wanted to do, and I wanted to coach. So I got a job here coaching. Shortly after that, a teaching job opened up. Why not try that teaching route? And really enjoyed it.
It's the best profession in the world, one of the harder ones, but it's worth it to see the students learn, and especially sharing a subject that I'm so passionate about with them.
But once they started teaching at LHS, something stuck out to them that will stick with them for a lifetime.
I really, really love my students, and every year it's the hardest part of my job. I mostly teach seniors, and so I don't know what other job makes you say goodbye to the vast majority of the people you see every day.
It's unlike anywhere else that you could go. It's got a great group of kids, got a great group of activities, sports, clubs. Anything you could possibly want to do is here. And then close second to that is my colleagues. I love all of the colleagues I work with, especially the math department. We're like a family, and I'm going to miss them a lot.
There's a lot of students here with high aspirations, and our music and our theater departments are incredible, and I know that that's not really invested in a lot of other schools.
Finally, we asked them what their plans were moving forwards.
I know that my plans for next year are to be at Bishop Seabury Academy, and I hope it's a good fit. I hope I love it, and then who knows.
Really want to kind of run down the football coaching rabbit hole. That's something that I'd like to put a lot more time into.
Currently looking at teaching at Washburn University next year. It's to get students ready for college algebra, pre-calculus and things. And these are going to be a lot of non-traditional students coming back that need help getting started in college. So I'm looking forward to that. In the long term, I don't know, I could stay there for 5, 10, 20 years, but maybe not, we'll see. So.
The next time you see any of these teachers around, make sure to wish them luck in the not so distant future. For the last time ever, this has been Morgan Salisbury and Logan Daniels reporting for the Lions Roar.
Thanks, guys. They will be very missed.
Hey, Rose, what's the last movie you watched?
Probably Pitch Perfect.
One of the classics. But let's take a look at what everyone else has been watching with Michael, Rhys, and Jonas.
Hello, I'm Michael Clark, and you're?
Hunter Clark.
What is the last movie you've watched?
Last movie I watched was Dragonheart.
What'd you think about it?
It was pretty good. I liked the plot, and the characters were nice to watch.
What would you rate it out of 10?
8 out of 10.
What's the last movie you watched?
The last movie I watched was 10 Things I Hate About You.
What'd you think about it?
I love it because Heath Ledger's in it, and I love him.
What would you give it out of 10?
A 10.
And you are?
My name is Rain Woods. I'm a junior here at LHS.
What is the last movie you watched and why?
Well, the last show I watched was X-Men 97, and X-Men 97 is great because Magneto had an epic character arc and showed extreme growth and the want to change.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I rated 9.
What's your name?
Maury.
What's the last movie/TV show you've watched?
The Fallout series.
What'd you think about it?
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Probably a 9 out of 10.
What's your name?
Ismail Lufa Monroe.
What's the last movie/TV show you guys watched?
I'm watching Snowfall on Hulu. It's pretty good, pretty solid.
Hello, what's your name?
Michelle France.
What is the last movie or TV show you watched?
I actually just finished watching The Crown. I had stopped watching it because I got bored, and then I was desperate, started watching it again, and got really into it. So that's the last thing I've watched.
What would you score it out of 10?
8.
And this is Michael Clark, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for the story. That's it for this week from us at the studio.
Also, a big shout out to Connor, Naomi, and Angela for each winning first place of their segments at the KAB Awards on Tuesday.
Remember, you can stop by Room 308 Productions to get a club or bit featured on our announcements, just like this.
The Deja Vu Club will be meeting next week.
Be sure to turn in next Monday for more of the Lion's Roar. And remember,
the Deja Vu Club will be meeting next week.
As always,
it's a great day to be a lion.